The first topic na may encounter natin sa Advanced Engineering Mathematics is called the power series. And the power series is defined as the polynomial function f of x equals summation from n equals 0 to infinity a sub n times x minus x sub 0 raised to n. Now, if I expand this, expand ko yung power series natin, yung series natin would look like a sub 0 times x minus x sub 0 raised to 0 plus a sub 1 times x minus x sub 0 raised to 1 plus a sub 2 times x minus x sub 0 squared and so on and so forth. Now, most of the infinite series, no, including this power series, no, meron silang special type of characteristic na kaya nilang mag-converge into a finite value, converge to a finite value if and only if itong specific infinite series, which is itong power series na doon, if yung ilalagay kong value ng x, no, so itong x na to, itong x na to, itong x na to, satisfy the following condition. So ano yung condition na yun? If the absolute value of x minus x sub 0 is less than r, the series will converge. Okay? So, by the way, hindi ko pala nasabi kung ano yung x sub 0. X sub 0 here is the center of the series. Center of series. While yung r, yan yung tinatawag nating radius of convergence. Radius of convergence. Okay? So, yung center of the series, yan lang yung, kumbaga parang in other words, yan lang yung, yan din yung responsible for shifting the function dun sa Cartesian plane. So, imagine natin ito yung, meron akong f of x dito, na naka-center siya sa 0, yung f of x natin is nandito. So, what if, yung x sub 0 ko is, halimbawa, negative x sub 0. Halimbawa, f of x minus x sub 0. So, ibig sabihin, yung domain ko magsishift lang to the right by an amount of x sub 0. So, parang ganun lang yung ano niya, yung parang yung sense niya. Okay, so I hope na-gets yung part na yun. Okay, so balik tayo dito sa condition. So, sabi, if absolute value of x minus x sub 0 is less than r, the series will converge. So, I think mahirap tandaan or mahirap i-interpret itong inequality or absolute inequality equation ito. So, ang gawin ko, tanggalin ko yung absolute value, no, para mas maintindihan natin. So, tinanggal ko yung absolute value, no, two possibilities yung pwedeng mangyari. Okay, so, the first possibility, dahil absolute value, pwedeng yung argument sa loob is positive. So, ibig sabihin, x minus x sub 0 will remain positive, less than r. Now, the second, dahil absolute value yan, pwedeng negative naman yung nasa loob. So, yung second output, negative x minus x sub 0 is less than. Okay. So, dahil concern tayo sa value ng x, kasi ito yung, dito tayo concern kasi ito yung magde-define kung magko-converge si power series o hindi. So, gawin ko dito sa dalawang inequality equation na to, i-isolate ko si x, no, in terms of x sub 0 tsaka nung r. So, gawin ko dito is i-transpose ko sa kabila. X is less than x sub 0 plus r. And then dito, sa pangalawa, no, i-divide ko muna both sides by negative 1. X minus x sub 0 greater than negative r. Saka ko ngayon ilipat si x sub 0 sa right side. X is greater than x sub 0 minus r. Okay, so nag-come up tayo ngayon sa inequality equation sa inequality equation na magi-interpret, no, kung ano ba yung sinasabi about sa values of x. Okay, so ibig sabihin pala, no, yung values of x is in between x sub 0 minus r tsaka ng x sub 0 plus r. Okay, so makes sense, no? Kasi pag i-interpret natin itong inequality na to, sabihin yung x is less than x sub 0 plus r. So, saan yun? Ito yun. Ito yung first condition natin. Yung pangalawang condition, x is greater than x sub 0 minus r. So, ito yun. X is greater than x sub 0 minus r. Ibig sabihin pala, yung mga possible x values na magpapakonverge dito sa power series na to is nasa interval in between x sub 0 minus r tsaka ng x sub 0 plus r. Okay. So, para mas maintindihan pa natin lalo, ilagay natin, i-plot natin sa number line. So, punta natin ng kulay. Gawin natin yellow. So, let me draw a number line here. Oops. Number line. So, yung possible, yung number line, ito yung mga possible values of x values. So, yung interval natin, no? So, nasa x sub 0 minus r, in between x sub 0 minus r, tsaka ng x sub 0 plus r. Okay? So, ito yung interval. No? Interval na nagawa natin, no? Dun sa condition na yun. So, ano itong tawag dito? Anong tawag dito? So, ito yung tinatawag natin na interval of convergence. Interval of convergence. Okay? Na yung center ng interval of convergence natin, dahil meron tayong radius, kailangan kasi may center rin eh. So, saan natin i-measure yung radius? Dapat nasa center yan. So, paano natin makukuha yung center? Kunin lang natin yung median. No? I-average lang natin itong dalawang limits na. So, x sub 0 minus r plus x sub 0 plus r divided by 2. So, cancel si r. Matitira 2x sub 0 divided by 2. Cancel. So, x sub 0 yung center natin. Okay. So, sana nagkaroon ng sense, no? Yung kaninang ini-explain ko. Center, radius of convergence, ito yung mga inequality nito. No? So, this is the concept, no, behind the interval of convergence, no? Of the power series. No? Ang sinasabi lang naman ng interval of convergence is these are the possible x values na magpapakonverge, no, dun sa power series. Okay? So, in the next video, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung method kung paano makuha yung value ng radius of convergence, and as well as magbigay akong example. Okay, so thank you for listening and God bless.